Hello, this is Greg Alson, Green Greg. It's coming to you on 25 August 22. Time on deck is 2400 hours Central Daylight Time. My friends, has the world gone mad? Has the leaders of this planet lost their lids? So they flipped them. I mean, it seems like everybody wants war. And it's like we don't have enough problems already. Well, maybe that's why they want war. Maybe it's a great distraction from all the other stuff that's coming at us. But holy smoke, guys. Uh, we've got major inflation coming down the road. We got major food shortages, and maybe there's other stuff they know about that we don't. What do you think? Well, I got to show you some of the latest. I got to show you some news, guys, that will just make you go, you got to be kidding me. So check this out. Of course, man, I can do that all day long, every day, right? On just about any topic these days. Holy smoking guacamole, guys. Here we are, guys. This is the basically what we would call our Secretary of State. She's a prime minister in England. She is basically their Secretary of State for foreign affairs, and they got a list of things to go with. Liz Truss, and she's been making a lot of news lately about various things happening there in UK. And well, she sent some alarm bells going off, talking about the fact they should be so willing to press the button. Yeah, to launch a nuclear war. Well, maybe she has to say that, but check this out, guys. So she was speaking at this event in Birmingham, England, when the host, John Pioneer, I hope I said that right, asked her if she would give the order to unleash a nuclear weapons. And then he went on to say, well, I know it would mean global annihilation. I won't even ask you if you would press the button. You'll say yes. See, now the reason he said it's because that's what she has to say, okay? But faced with a task, I would feel physically sick. How does the thought of that make you feel? Now, he wasn't asking her if she'd press the button because he'd already taken that as a grant. You can't be a government official with nuclear forces and say you're not going to press the button. I mean, what's the point in having them? Why do you have them if you would say, no, I won't do it? Now, you should have conditions. And, of course, on the other side, there should be regrets. Her reply was simply, she says, I think it's an important duty of the prime minister, and I'm ready to do it. She says, I'm ready to do that. Oh, I said prime minister earlier. Yeah, she's running for prime minister. She is a member of parliament. Basically, that's where she's been a politician in England, and now she is serving like that Secretary of State role. I said a prime minister. I meant member of parliament. Pardon me, guys. So, yeah, your English system just a little bit off to us Americans. Parliament is their equivalent to Congress if you don't know. Prime Minister is functionally kind of like our president, except they still have a queen over there who's more ceremonial. So if she were to be elected, she is running and thought to be the favorite in the Conservative Party to be Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. And if she becomes Prime Minister, yay, verily, she's the one there that's got her fingers on these buttons. And again, she says, I think it's an important duty of the prime minister, and I'm ready to do it. I'm ready to do it. She said it twice. When she said, I'm ready to do it, then she says, I'm ready to do that. She really emphasized that. That caught a lot of people by surprise, her enthusiasm for nuking the world, bringing on the global mayhem. So, especially after the speaker says, I think it would mean global annihilation. Now, she might have counter that. Some of us will say the nuclear war could actually be fought and won, and talk about how to do it. And one of the greatest people talking about that was the late, great Dr. Peter Vincent-Fry. I did a video on his passing just a few days ago. Check that out, and check out the links below of 5 other videos. Them great education if you really want to understand the defense posture of the United States and the world, and what we need to do for the grid and our risk with cyber attacks and things like that. It's all down there, my friends. Check it out. So let's go on to some other little articles here. Well, she's not alone in this company. You see, there's a lot of people that are just happy to fling things around. So if this guy wasn't just conjecture talking about pressing a button, the president, the head man of the CCP in China, Xi Jinping, personally made the decision to fire missiles. Now, this is conjecture. Actually, fired missiles into Japan's economic exclusion zone during their drills when they were protesting Pelosi and company coming into Taiwan. Why do they have to fire into Japan and their waters? He made that decision personally, according to this article. So go figure that one, guys. That is, it's bad enough he did the drills, but they have to take a shot at Japan. Really? Okay, he's really hitting the hornet's nest with a baseball bat. Yeah, guys. So, this just shows you the level of zaniness that's gripping our globe today. You need to think about that. And, guys, as bad as these things sound, the end of the world as we know it, there are other ways, natural ways, that we could have a functionally, equivalently the same. Now, here we're talking about the big one. An apocalyptic mega volcano has a 1 in 6 chance of erupting this century. They're talking about a VE7 type volcano, I believe here. I don't want to scroll all the way down there to get me into it there. A VE7, basically. So, oh shoot, guys, I didn't get that. We'll talk about them later in just a minute. So, trying to kill the ads here. Alrighty, guys. A VE7. Yeah, if you want to go there, go through my links. Anything through my links. Yeah, guys. A 1 in 6 chance of a volcano this century. Now, what it means once every 600 years. So we're talking. This is Pompeii here. We're talking something bigger and worse than that. We're talking about something that has huge climatic effects. So we're talking about something bigger than Pinatubo. We're talking about something bigger than even Tambora, which went off in 1816 and caused a year without a summer in 1817. It caused massive starvation around the world, including here in the United States. So we're talking a bad event. They think in the year 537 or something like that was a year that there was mass starvation due to volcanic eruption. So let's move on here. My picture supplies just want me to go there. So guys, these are the reasons we prep, because natural disasters happen, and some of them can be horrendous, like a solar flare, a major solar flare, like something the size of the Carrington event, or bigger. We now know that there are solar flares that hit Earth far bigger than the Carrington event, and we know that with our power grid, we're going to be in serious trouble in this country. A big volcano like that would put us in serious trouble. If it were a super volcano like Yellowstone, which are several of those around the world, guys, we would be in severe trouble. Maybe worse than a nuclear war. Maybe worse, probably worse. I won't get all into that right now, but guys, check it out. You do need to prep. You do need to prepare. And the only thing you can do is buy a bag of beans or a bag of rice, and by God, if you can do it, do it. But here is a unique chance, and this is probably going to be over in just a few days, less than a week. I'd say by the end of the month. Right now, we got the best deal on prepwithgreg.com. Go to prepwithgreg.com, and you get a 3-month supply of food, saving $250. Now, they've not raised their base price. This is off the same base price they've had for some time. When everybody else is going up, they have held prices so far. All the other places are running out of stuff. No, they still got supplies, enough so that they've managed to sponsor an amazing sale. The best deal on the 3-month kit since 2019. That's 3 years. Well, everything else is going up. They just made the best deal in 3 years, guys. You need to check it out. You get 2,000 calories a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You get drinks and snacks. A deal that makes you a winner. You get 6 of these buckets. I can imagine a lot of use for the buckets themselves. and if you can't handle that, there's the 4-week. Still got $50 off the 4-week. Look, a lot of competitors do not give you 50 calories a day, according to John Hollerman. Some only give you 800. 800 is below the starvation diets we've been doing experiments with. So you're not going to make it on 800 calories a day, guys. So this is real food, guys. It reconstitutes to look like this. Check it out. Go to prepwithgreg.com. All right, enough of that. Let's talk about some other crises in front of us right now. Energy crisis. Did you know that they're saying there's like 20 million American homes that are right now behind on their utility bills? 20 million. 1 out of 6 homes in the United States right now are behind on paying their utility bills. Are they going to be catch up with all the other inflation going on? How are they going to handle it? What are they going to do? Utility bills, food, and energy are going to be going up faster than all the rest of the inflation. It looks like, and food, especially with the kind of shortage that's going to be going on worldwide this coming winter. This winter bodes ill. People in Europe, I feel sorry for the people in Europe. It's going to be a rough winter over there. It ain't going to be no fun here either, my friends. It's not going to be any fun at all. I mean, if this is already occurring, what's going to happen when you get those winter bills? I mean, we're not getting into the fall now. People should be able to catch up, but apparently they can't. So check that out. This is a dire situation. Let's go on. But hey, it's not just the United States and Europe. China is having massive energy problems. China, this China's power crisis could lead to Himalayan scale, according to this article. Well, what's happened there is with so many of the rivers drying up, they got no hydropower like in the Yangtze River. The Yangtze River's dried up. And so China is in dire straits. They're having actually in the Sichuan province, they've shut down most of the factories. So they've had all these zero policies for zero COVID policies, and they've shut down scads of factories over that. And now they're shutting down factories because of the energy. To foreign, even to the Chinese, this is wrecking their economy. But even more so to foreign companies that are in China, producing in China, a lot of them are leaving. They're saying, wow, we can't operate here. This is costing us too much. The real estate has gone up there. The prices have gone up. Labor prices have gone up. Energy prices have increased. And now it costs more money to produce goods in China than in America. And a lot of companies are, and when you're shut down, you're paying for your facilities. You're still paying for all your tooling and equipment. You got big bills to pay on that, and you're not even operating. Mazda, Honda, and even Apple are considering leaving China. I think Mazda and Honda, especially on the way out. Now, Apple has just loved China. They just worship China. So when they're looking to relocate, that China's got some problems. So this does not bode well at all over there. We better watch out, guys. Now China may be one of these countries who feel like their time is short, and they got to make a deal. They got to do something because they may be running out of time. And what their horizons are, what their thresholds are, well, you have to ask Xi Jinping about that. I don't know, guys. Some people think they will strike Taiwan before midterm elections, or before. Well, that'd be hard for them to do now. That's why some people projected October. But more people are thinking they'll do it before the presidential election in 2024. So, will they? But why are they firing missiles into Japanese waters? I don't know, my friends. This is a precarious situation. Even if we don't do nothing, if we stand off, like my friend David Pine says we should. He says we should stand off and recognize their sphere of influence and force them to recognize ours. That's where he's coming from. We're going to be in a world hurt because we don't have any computer chips. So it's going to wreck us. And you got to feel sorry for the poor people of Taiwan. Anyway, let's go on to the next thing here. Inflation. Yeah, I've been talking about inflation on here for some good time. Now, this is the current inflation rate based on the Consumer Price Index. Consumer Price Index is a lie that the government tells us, where they discount the price of some things going up because they say, oh, well, look, the price of beef went up, the price of chicken. Well, people aren't going to buy beef that comes down. It costs much to buy chicken. So let's compare the price of chicken instead of the price of beef. So they throw that out. So they're not measuring a true rate. And they throw several other things out too. And I got this from that angle from Peter Schiff from the interview he just did with Nate on Canadian Prepper. You need to go check that out. I'll show it to you in a second. But there's several tricks up the sleeves of the federal government, and the Fed in particular, when it comes to hiding interest rates, hiding not interest rates, but inflation rates, consumer price index. What that enables them to do is not give Social Security people raises that matches the inflation. So essentially, they're cutting Social Security, and even the liberal Democrats can do this and claim they're still defending Social Security to the hilt. Oh, we're giving you your raise, but it's not matching inflation. So there's they're all kind of straps to handle what they got to do with Social Security. Anyway, well, there you are, my friends. This shows a graph here of how the prices, inflation has just shot up since 2020. Well, why is that? Why would it shot up since 2020 like that? I tell you why. Government spending. I've said it all along. I said way back when all this quantitative easing, just printing money, expanding the money supply, all the helicopter money from Ben Bernanke way back, but now all the money they've handed out to people when they were staying home, when the bug was running around, said this was going to bring inflation. I said the only reason we weren't living in a Weimar Republic already is because the United States currency is the world's reserve currency. There's so many dollars out in the world that this bubble we're pushing up here is a smaller piece of the overall fraction it would have been if all that money wasn't out there. But you can only push so far, and you're going to have ramifications. You can only expand the money supply so far. You got more money chasing less goods, prices are going up. That's the way it always works, guys. That's the way it works, and that's what we're seeing now. I said this was going to happen. I had people get mad. Oh no, that's not going to happen. You don't understand how it works. Oh, I've had people get hopping mad at me, just hopping mad and challenged. But you know what, guys? The roosters have come home to roost. It's happening, and it ain't going to get no better. Yeah, I've seen some a concept forecast. Well, this is just a little bubble. It's about to turn around. Ha ha ha. No, structurally, all the things that caused it are still there and getting worse. So I wish that were true, but I'm having a hard time saying. Yeah, there's going to be some temporary price demand destruction. It's going to make decrease the price of oil, and there will be vagrancies in the market, supply and demand. But overall, inflation is going to go up, and you can really expect this coming winter. Food is going to be awful. It's going to be scarce. Get it while the getting's good, guys. That's the bottom line here. Get it while the getting's good. Take care of yourself and your family right now while you still can, in whatever way you can. This is a prepping channel now and urban garden channel still, and a worm farming channel. So all that goes hand in glove, although some people don't see it. Now, I'm going to show you this video here with Peter Schiff. This is on Canadian Prepper channel. There's a final warning. Tell your fans, prepare for what's coming. Peter Schiff. Good title. Good interview here. I highly encourage y'all to check it out if you want to find it. When you go into Canadian Prepper website, it's got a lot of different playlists. His gear list is on top. Why? Because these videos are forever green. They're always good videos. They're not dated. I probably should reorganize mine this way. If you want to find those latest videos, you got to go below that, below winter prep, and below popular uploads like toilet paper tablets. And you got to go down here below Canadian prepping, below self-defense, down to uploads, way down, and then you'll find it here. And there it is. Another way, a better way that you might could find the latest videos, just click on the videos. I tell you guys this all the time. Just click on videos, and the default, it sorts by its latest videos. There it is, right there. It's next to latest video. And you can always change that by sort by. Date added, newest to the top. You want to see what his first video was, or the oldest ones he see has posted? Click date added for oldest. We'll do that. Look here, guys. 8 years ago. Pandemic prepping. There you go. Talking about the band-aids. Survival, health and survival, body fat. Yeah, I know I posted that picture. Let's see here. Most popular. Just on any channel. Well, wouldn't you know, toilet paper tablets. How about toilet paper pills? You don't have to wipe if you take the pill, right? I think I clogged my plumbing up. I think you wet them and expand and make toilet paper. I think that's the deal with those. Well, kind of a humorous, but actually practical, I suppose. Those are small. That's fitting in one of those things you put matches in. I don't know. I hadn't watched that whole video, but it's only 7 minutes. If you want to laugh, that'd probably be a good way to get one here in the doomsday world. All right, let me stop the share. Hello, guys. We're coming into some serious times. Look, there's prospects for severe civil discontent in this country, riots, all kind of mayhem, potentially world war. No, yeah, there's that. I mean, in this country, civil war, potentially. I hope if we go asunder, we can do so peaceably. But we're facing some horrendous things. The economy is getting wrecked. We are looking at global war, World War III, potentially nuclear war. All these things may be breaking out. We've got so much happening right now. The global supply chains are still unraveling. They're not getting any better. They're unraveling. Everybody's trying to patch them together, but they're unraveling. And there's probably some threshold that things are really just going to, and when ropes unravel so far, eventually they go boing, they break. So how far are we? How close are we? Tell me in the comments below. What do you think? What do you think? And this was a divergent video. It covered a little bit of a wide range of subjects here. Do you prefer me to cover more divergent videos, pack everything in one video? A lot of times I try to do special topic videos because it's, the algorithms know what to do a little better. But if you do enough of these regular news videos, it's about the same. But this is part of my eyes wide open head on swivel news, guys. So thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed, bang the bell. Subscribe, bang the bell, and click all of that notification bell. And with that, I'm going to say a hearty thank you for watching. Greg out.